everyone, and welcome back to the Wisdom by Harry YouTube channel. My name is Harry.
And I'm Mary. We're so excited to have you here today for another fascinating episode.
Today we're going on a deep dive into healthy eating.
Sounds fun.
So imagine you're at the grocery store.
Okay.
You're trying to decide what to put in your cart to be healthier. How do we know which foods are good for us?
That's a great question.
And which ones we should maybe leave on the shelf?
Well, you often hear people talk about eating right, like it's this big mystery, but it's actually pretty simple.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, it all comes down to choosing foods that give our bodies good things to grow strong.
Okay.
It's kind of like choosing the right building blocks to make a really strong house.
I get it.
And on the other hand, you have junk food.
Yeah, what's that all about?
It's like eating candy all the time.
Oh.
It might taste good in the moment, but it doesn't really give your body what it needs to be its best.
So it's like using flimsy materials
Right.
to build that house.
Yeah.
So what are some examples of junk food?
Oh, I think we all know those.
Yeah.
Things like pizza, potato chips, hot dogs.
Okay. Yeah, those are tempting,
They are.
but not the best for us.
Right. But when we choose to eat right,
Yeah.
we're picking foods like whole wheat bread, skimmed milk, fresh fish.
Those sound a lot healthier.
They are.
So what makes those foods so healthy?
Well, they're full of these things called nutrients.
Nutrients, what are those?
They're kind of like superheroes for our bodies.
Okay.
They're the good things in food
Yeah.
that our bodies need to work properly.
So it's like giving our bodies the right tools for the job.
Exactly. And different foods have different kinds of nutrients.
Interesting.
Like fresh fruits and vegetables,
Yeah.
they're packed with vitamins and minerals.
Oh, okay.
And whole grains, like brown rice and oatmeal.
Yeah.
They give us energy and fiber.
I've heard about fiber. What does that do?
Oh, it's like a superhero broom for our insides.
Really?
Yeah, it helps keep things moving smoothly.
That's important.
It is. And then we have dairy products,
Okay.
like milk and yogurt. They're full of calcium.
Strong bone.
Exactly. And proteins, those are the building blocks for our muscles and tissues.
Oh, okay.
We can get those from meat, fish, eggs, nuts and beans too.
So there are a lot of healthy choices out there.
There are.
But what happens when we eat too much junk food?
Well, think about it. If we don't give our bodies the right nutrients,
Yeah.
they can't function at their best.
Right.
And that can lead to problems.
Like what kind of problems?
Oh, things like obesity, diabetes, even heart disease.
Those sound serious.
They are. It's like our bodies are trying to send us a message
Okay.
that something's not quite right.
So we need to listen to our bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And give them the superhero fuel they need.
That makes sense. So we've talked about healthy and unhealthy foods. What about organic food?
Oh, that's a popular one.
It is. What's so special about it?
Well, organic food is grown without using harmful chemicals
Oh.
or pesticides.
So it's like choosing food that comes straight from nature.
That's a great way to put it.
And why is that better?
Well, for one thing,
Yeah.
it's gentler on our bodies.
Oh, yeah.
We're not putting all those chemicals into our system.
Right.
And it's also better for the environment.
Really? How so?
Well, organic farming doesn't use those harmful pesticides
Okay.
that can pollute the soil and water and harm wildlife.
So it's a win-win.
Exactly. You're taking care of yourself
Yeah.
and the planet at the same time.
But isn't organic food more expensive?
It can be, yeah.
So how do people decide if it's worth it?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It really comes down to personal choice
Okay.
and what's important to you. Some people choose to buy organic whenever they can.
Okay.
Others focus on buying certain foods organic,
Okay, like which ones?
like fruits and vegetables that tend to have more pesticides.
That makes sense.
So it's about making informed choices
Right.
and finding what works best for you.
So we've talked about food choices. What about a healthy lifestyle?
Oh, that's a big one.
Is it just about the food we eat?
Not at all.
What else is there?
It's about making healthy choices in every part of our lives.
Okay, give me some examples.
Well, like getting enough sleep.
That's important.
It is. And exercising regularly.
Yeah, it keeps our bodies moving.
Right. And even managing stress.
Oh, stress is a big one these days.
It is.
So how do we manage that?
There are lots of ways,
Yeah.
like taking deep breaths,
Oh, yeah.
spending time in nature.
Sounds relaxing.
It is. Or talking to someone you trust.
When things get tough.
Exactly.
So it's like all these healthy choices,
right.
they all add up
They do.
to create a healthier and happier life.
That's the goal. It's kind of like we're building a superhero team, you know? Oh, a superhero team. I like that. Each food group has its own special powers.
Okay, tell me more.
to help keep our bodies running strong.
So what are these superhero food groups?
Well, first up, we have the fruits and veggies team.
Okay, the classics.
They're like the defenders of our bodies.
Oh, how so?
They're packed with vitamins and minerals,
Right.
which help us fight off sickness and stay strong.
So they keep those nasty germs away.
Exactly. And they come in so many different colors.
That is true.
Each with their own unique powers.
Wow. Okay, give me an example.
Like red fruits and veggies.
Okay, like what?
Strawberries, tomatoes, they have something called lycopene.
Lycopene, that's a mouthful.
It is, but it's really good for our hearts.
So eating a rainbow of fruits and veggies is like giving our bodies a whole army of superheroes.
Exactly.
Okay, who's next on our superhero team?
Next up are the mighty grains.
The grains, okay.
Think brown rice, oatmeal, whole wheat bread.
Okay, yeah.
They're like the energy provider.
The energy providers, what do?
They give our bodies the fuel we need
Okay.
to run, jump, play all day long.
So they're like the power source for our adventures.
Exactly.
But what makes whole grains so special?
That's a good question. Whole grains have all three parts of the grain kernel.
The kernel, okay.
It's like getting the whole package of superhero fuel,
Right.
refined grains like white bread.
Yeah.
They're missing some of those parts.
Oh, I see.
So they don't give us as much energy
Good
or
taste.
keep us feeling full for as long.
So it's like choosing a whole grain superhero over one who's lost their cape.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm getting hungry just thinking about all this superhero fuel.
Me too.
So what about the protein team?
Oh, the protein team is super important.
We talked about them earlier.
We did.
They're the ones for building strong muscles.
You got it. They're like the building material for our bodies,
Okay.
helping us grow and repair our muscles, skin, even our hair and nails.
Wow, they do a lot.
They do. And guess what?
Right.
Protein also helps us feel full
Oh, really?
and satisfied after we eat.
So we're not snacking all the time.
Exactly. So we're less likely to reach for those unhealthy snacks.
So protein is like the bricklayer of our superhero team,
That's a great way to think about it.
building us up, keeping those hunger pangs away.
Exactly.
Okay, what's next?
Oh, we can't forget about the dairy team.
The dairy team. Oh,
The calcium crusaders.
The calcium crusaders, I love it.
They're super important for strong bones and teeth.
Just like a superhero needs a strong suit of armor,
Exactly. Think milk, yogurt, cheese.
the classics.
They're all part of the dairy team.
But what about people who can't have dairy?
That's a great point. Some people have trouble digesting dairy.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But no worries.
Oh.
There are other ways to get calcium.
Like what?
Leafy green vegetables,
Okay.
like spinach and kale.
Yeah.
Some beans and nuts have calcium too.
So it's like having backup superheroes.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got our defenders, our energy providers, our building materials, and our armor.
It's a pretty incredible team.
It is. What else should we know about these superhero food groups?
It's important to make healthy eating a habit.
Okay, how do we do that?
That means trying to eat a variety of foods
From each group.
exactly every single day.
So it's like having a well-balanced team,
Exactly.
with each member contributing their unique strengths.
You got it.
Okay, so we've talked about choosing our superhero foods
Right.
and making healthy meals and snacks.
Yeah.
But I know there's more to being a superhero
You're right.
than just eating right.
Absolutely.
Just like superheroes need to train their bodies and minds.
Yes.
We need to make sure we're taking care of ourselves in other ways too.
It's all connected.
Okay, so what else can we do to level up our superhero skills?
One of the most important things is
Yeah.
getting enough sleep.
Sleep.
Okay, think of it like recharging your superpowers overnight.
Recharging, I like that.
When we sleep, our bodies and minds get to rest
Okay,
and repair themselves.
we can wake up feeling awesome.
Exactly. Ready for action.
So if I don't get enough sleep,
I
it's like my superpowers are running on low battery. That's a good way to put it.
might feel tired and sluggish.
Yeah,
And it's harder to focus
absolutely.
and make good decisions.
It affects everything.
So how much sleep do we need to keep our superpowers charged?
Most kids need around 9 to 11 hours of sleep each night.
Wow, that seems like a lot.
It might sound like a lot,
Yeah.
but it's really important for growing and developing.
Okay, I guess it's worth it.
It is.
If it means I can be a super strong and healthy superhero.
Exactly.
What else can we do to train our bodies?
Well, just like superheroes need to practice their moves,
Yeah.
we need to exercise regularly
Okay.
to keep our bodies strong and healthy.
So how much exercise are we talking?
Aim for at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day.
Ooh, That sounds fun. What kind of exercise?
Anything that gets your heart pumping
Okay.
and your body moving.
Like what?
You could play outside, go for a bike ride, dance, swim,
I like those.
even just run around with your friends.
Yeah.
So it's all about having fun and getting active.
Exactly.
What if I don't like sports or running around?
That's okay. There are lots of other ways to get exercise.
Oh, like what?
You could try yoga,
Yoga. Okay.
martial arts,
Ooh,
or even just taking a walk in the park.
that sounds nice.
It is. The important thing is to find something you enjoy
Yeah.
and make it a regular part of your routine.
So it's like choosing a superhero training program that fits our personality and interests.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. Now, what about our minds?
Our minds.
How do we train those to be superhero strong?
That's a great question. Just like superheroes need to stay calm and focused under pressure,
Yeah.
we need to learn how to manage stress
Okay.
and stay mentally healthy.
But how do we do that?
Stress can feel like a supervillain sometimes,
It really can.
but there are things we can do to fight back.
Like what?
One helpful trick is to practice mindfulness.
Mindfulness. What's that?
It means paying attention to the present moment, noticing our thoughts and feelings.
Without judgment.
Exactly. You could try taking some deep breaths,
Deep breaths. Okay.
meditating, or even just spending time in nature.
That sounds really peaceful
It is. Those activities can help us feel more relaxed.
and centered.
Exactly.
Any other tips for fighting off those stress supervillains?
Another important thing is to talk to someone we trust.
Okay.
If we're feeling overwhelmed,
Yeah.
it could be a parent, teacher, friend, even a therapist.
So it's like having a superhero sidekick
It is. Sharing our feelings can help us feel less alone.
and more capable of handling things.
Exactly.
This is all so helpful. I feel like I'm learning so much
Me too.
about how to be a true superhero.
Remember, being a superhero isn't just about special powers.
Right.
It's about making healthy choices.
Taking care of our bodies and minds.
You got it. And using our strengths to help others.
That's a great reminder.
Even if we don't have capes and masks,
Yeah.
we can all be superheroes in our own way.
I love that. We can all make a difference.
By being kind, compassionate, and helpful.
Well, I'm feeling super inspired to
Awesome.
go out there and be the best superhero I can be.
That's the spirit.
Thank you for sharing all these amazing tips and insights.
You're welcome. It's been my pleasure.
Remember, the journey to becoming a superhero
Right.
is an ongoing adventure.
Keep learning, keep practicing.
And never give up on your dreams.
Never give up.
And that's a wrap on another amazing deep dive. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
See you next time.
Until next time, keep those superhero spirits soaring.